who I was before midlife and a chronic illness. I was Karen, the McDonald's worker. I started working at McDonald's at the age of 17, and I worked there for 4 years, and I really did enjoy working there. It was a fun first job experience, and I was manager by 18, so I managed it also. But it was really fun, and I stayed there so long for that reason, because I really did enjoy working with the people there. It was the people, we're all the same age, working there. A bunch of young punks really is what we were. But it was a good bunch of people. It really was, and things were a lot different back in the 80s. It was 87 I started working there, 88, something like that. But I have a few things from working there that I found up in the attic that I want to share with you. Let's see if anyone... I'm going to start maybe with this, see if anybody remembers this. The McChicken sandwich. Oh, this is delicious. I don't know if they still have it. I don't eat at McDonald's anymore, for the price that they're charging and the service that you get. Not me. Not this girl. Here's another one on this one. A large orange juice. I don't care. I just wore the pins to wear my... I did like wearing the pins and the buttons. Here's gift certificates. Yeah. I wrote a lot of the gift certificates and cashed a lot in also. They were a big hit. Oh, this is a giveaway where I'm from. This isn't McDonald's, but from my party era, or I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Jägermeister, Mardi Gras. Yeah, that's not going to give away where I'm from. Mardi Gras is something to experience if you haven't before. I do not know what to say. I don't go down to New Orleans for any type of event or occasion. It's just scary and dangerous, to be honest. I got trapped in a human... Everybody's packed in a body thing down Bourbon Street. I think it was New Year's Eve. We were crunched in so tightly, and then people started moving up and down. I got scared to death and took an alley and shot out of there, and I just went home. Here's a good one. McRib. Now, I'm not going to say the sandwich is good. I don't like the sandwich. I tasted it. It wasn't my cup of tea. But when I was working there, this was a popular sandwich. It was seasonal. And my first time working there and smelling it, I was like, oh, that thing smells so good. I am going to get one when I go on lunch break. And I did. I got a McRib. I did not like it. It was gross. It didn't taste like meat. It was a spongy material. I threw it out and got something else. I don't know what I got. Another McDonald's button. No idea what that's about. Don't know. It's about ask what we can do for kids. Don't know. The only thing I know about kids is we had Happy Meals. Founders Day. Hologram. I remember when the holograms were big. Founders Day 88. I guess. I remember in 88, about that time they put a McDonald's in Russia. I do remember that. They always put this, what's going on back there in the crew room. The McLean. That was around for maybe a year. It just didn't really take off. It was gross. It was just dry. I mean, I don't even know if I ate one. I really don't remember. And I followed the dieting trend back then, fat-free. Everything was fat-free back then. I had my fat grams down to 7 grams of fat a day. That is just crazy insane. But that's how seriously I took it. Gift certificates, more of those. Those are a big hit. Zima. I did my share of partying. This lit up. The little buttons on there lit up. The batteries, I guess, is dead in it. I was an outstanding performer. Yes, I was. I did my work. Let's see. Did this ring a bell? Mac the Knight. He's the coolest. Mac the Knight. You can't get better than Mac the Knight. He's the man. He's the bomb. Let's see. Oh, Karen. Has nothing to do with McDonald's or anything. Just saw my name, I guess. I had to have it. Who remembers this? I had to have the pager back then. Still got the old pager. Keep the memory alive. Oh. I was a medical assistant, too. I started off... The goal was nursing. I started off as... was a nursing assistant. It was a free course at the Votech, so I took it because there was a waiting list for nursing. So in between that time, I learned to be a medical assistant. I was going to work as that until the nursing went through. So that's from the junior college I went to get my nursing medical assistant. Degree, license, certificate, I don't know. Another McDonald's pen. Boop. That was one of my favorites because it's gold. It just looks cool. And I did work as a medical assistant for a few years. I went to college in the morning for nursing. From about 1 to 5, I worked as a medical assistant at the clinic. And then from 5 to close, I worked at McDonald's. So I did a lot. In fact, one time I gave a shot to this young boy. He's probably between 15 and 16. And his mom was in the room, and I gave him a shot. And that was my last patient of the day. I took off my scrubs. I wore my uniform underneath my scrubs so I can do things quickly. So, popped that off, got my manager's McDonald's uniform on, and the first order that I handed out the window was that same family that I just gave their son a shot like 10 minutes prior. And they're freaking out. I was like, no, I said I'm qualified to give shots. Remember wearing this, what? Want to quit? I can help. I was like 20, don't ask me. I don't know why they made me wear that. You get a king cake down at Mardi Gras, you're going to get you a baby inside. So, if you get a baby and your slice of king cake, that means you got to buy the king cake for next year. This must have been for Halloween. I remember wearing that on my scrubs. He was cute. He lit up. Name tags from being a medical assistant. The Girl Scouts. I really liked working at the Girl Scouts. More medical assistant. I was a manager at GNC, of course. I seem to have managed everything I was in, huh? Another McDonald's pin. Fast feet. That's what I was. I was quick. Wanted the job done, I'd do it. Oh, well, I liked my McDonald's pins. There's a lot of them missing. I don't know where they are. Here's make sure I hold it right side up. Anybody remember this one, the McDOT? That was my mom's favorite sandwich, the McDOT. The hot stays hot and the cool stays cool. That didn't last because of the styrofoam. There was a big old styrofoam freak out about that time, and the waste, and it didn't decompose. So, you know, there's a lot of styrofoam for the sandwich, so they got rid of the sandwich. So the sandwich didn't fail. It's just the packaging did. At that time, you know, just bad time, really. But the McDonald's pin. I got a pin for being a nursing assistant. And I never worked as a nursing assistant. That was just my stepping stone. Free course, why not? You know, take it, get some knowledge. Hey, here's another cool pin for McDonald's. My supervisor gave me that one. I think I was on the preferred list. My little Girl Scouts pin. That's when I worked there. I got laid off from that. It was a job that I really did like. I liked working. There's another Girl Scouts pin. Why am I keeping it? They laid me off. Oh, Justin. My school ring. Somebody stole my high school ring. I don't have it anymore. That's very upsetting. I'm going to show you real quick. Because, you know, the high school ring is a big deal back then. And that's a little ring we wore all day. Oh, it still fits. Almost. I don't want to get stuck, but it's almost there. I don't want to have to work at it to get it off. With the school ring, we had a ring day party. I don't think everybody has them, because in this area, I ask about it, nobody knows what it is. So, ring day party, we celebrate everything in Louisiana. So, we're celebrating the fact that we got our school rings. So, I was heading to the party. It's at some girl's house, and we found the house. And we knocked on the door. They said, oh, they're back in the barn eating crawfish. Now, I'm not a seafood girl. I'm from the South, from Louisiana. I really don't care for seafood. We go back there. My entire class, over 300 students. Well, not the whole class was there, but there are a lot of kids there, at least half of them. Back there in that barn, eating crawfish. They sucking the heads. It was disgusting. You could smell it. You can hear it. And I just told my friends, I was like, I can't stay. I said, I gotta go. So we went to McDonald's. I would never forget that ring day party. Nope, I could not stay. I do not do the seafood. And especially crawfish. You're supposed to suck the heads and eat the tails. It's just, the entire concept is gross. Never had it, never will. So, that's who I was. That was my past. Obviously a lot of McDonald's stuff in there. As I got older, I didn't keep as much stuff for my jobs. But got a few name tags here and there. But just wanted to share that little bit of fun history. I guess I'm going to put this back in the attic. So as always, I'm doing my best and things are getting better, and I hope that they are for you too.